What up, gamers? Fencer here, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. So I think this here will be the final video for the story of the fake collab, so I guess we'll see and find out. So yeah, I used that one ability to charge Saber here. Yeah, I guess this is a trial Saber. This is time to unleash a noble phantasm, which I feel like it wouldn't say for other characters. I'm gonna guess in this moment, like, Saber's always gonna be here, if I had to guess. I'm not sure if it replaced my Saber or not. I mean, I hope it does, because my Saber, I feel like it's not the best. Like, I feel like my Archer is way better. See, let's do it. Oh wait, I can't even do a auto battle, so I gotta play manually here. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's go do this. We'll do this. Ouch. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful of that guy too. What shall I do here? Maybe I'll try to heal up Saber and use the Archer's skill over here. I'm not sure which is better to target. Maybe I'll just fight the boss here. Oh boy. Just keep on multiplying. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to learn like how to fight this guy. Okay, I can do a blast. AoE. There we go. Do a bounce on everyone. There we go, explode. Can even use the ability here. There we go. Crush it, Saber. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that was fast. Hey, look at everyone here. And what a missed opportunity for Lancer to be playable. He already has a model ready and everything. Oh look, I'm using my command spell. Unleash your noble phantasm. Shatter the Holy Grail. And even they're helping out too. Oh snap. Ooh, the guitar, man. Alright, is that it? So where was Pom Pom? What if like the train is the the servant for Pom Pom? It's finally over. Is this Grand Theater ever gonna see the day of peace? I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers. No need to feel bad for a heritage building insured with hundreds of different policies. Old Odie would never allow himself to lose a single coin over that. So he dragged everyone into this Holy Grail war while hiding in the shadows, and none of you are gonna make him pay for it? Make him pay for our emotional damage. Unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of the show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he would probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. The best legal team money can buy, and sky-high compensation. And I fear the Holy Grail War has given him returns far beyond what he's put into. The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame Jane to pry open an even bigger opportunity for in Penacony. So the IPC is still the final winner of it all. What about Pom Pom? Don't say it like that. This is a good thing for Penacony's shareholders. Those Penaconian rules thinking of money won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that old fudger. Master, well, I'm all in on that suggestion. Time's running out. Without the Holy Grail holding us up, us servants need to go back to where we belong. Who are you again? Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk in the cosmos for a drink. Finest in the cosmos, huh? That's something to look forward to. Alright, no need for a cheerful farewell for us, bros. Let's not ruin the good run we've had together. Till we meet again, buddy. And the two of you, seriously, why can I never get a proper fight with you? Is that so? I distinctly remember beating you. You know me, just a humble archer. Let's call this another loss on me. I'm done arguing with you lot. I want to take another peek at Penaconi's views before leaving for good. And so, it's time to say goodbye, Master. I have to admit that your fashion sense could use a little work, but as a servant, I'm genuinely glad to have fought by your side in this Holy Grail war. I can still see the determined heart of a child you once were underneath all your grand speeches and extravagant flair. You know, it'll feel pretty good to be a hero of justice once in a while. Let's skip the last minute psychoanalysis, alright? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, guardian of humanity. That brings up a good point. Why would I, a guardian of humanity, get summoned into a world without the counterforce? Archer, you should know why you were summoned here. You were once summoned as a heroic spirit. A hero, huh? I'll chalk it up as a beautiful dream. Faint smile tugged at the man's cold face before he vanished from sight. Soon, the only final pair of master and servants remain. Archer and Archer. I'm glad I was summoned to this strange world and got to experience it with you. I'm not great at farewells. Anything else you want to say to me? I saw your fears in your dream, but Master, don't be burdened by the emotions that come with being human. The fear of the unknown, the dread of loss, or the regrets of what you couldn't achieve. Even Hercules was just a child before becoming a hero. You may not be strong enough now, but I have faith you'll eventually become a star that illuminates the entire cosmos. Who's Heracles? Master, please send my regards to the person you will become in the future. As the lumen flux dimmed, the valiant girl knight faded, vanishing just as she had arrived. At the same time, in the Dreamflux Reef, the host of the Holy Grail War is sitting elsewhere watching the scenery with interest. Wait, so what happened to Pom Pom, dude? Pom Pom? The Holy Grail broke. What a shame. People have pursued it, fought for it, made sacrifices for it, and died for it, much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. But the question is, has Penacony ever answered their dreams? Look at this Memoria singularity. 10 Ember eras have passed, and out of those who came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only one despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth as heroic spirits. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's fortunate that Mikhail, that old rascal, couldn't be here to join us. Mr. Odie, your wish truly moves me. If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion of old friends? No, it's just another part of your business deal. Great. Perhaps I should address you as Mr. Rekka. Is the editing of the footage complete? That is such an important task after all. Wow, wait, so did he use the... You think this is the real reason he used the Holy Grail here, just to summon the friends to use them? His old acquaintances, I guess? There's Mr. Rekka with a question mark. I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War. It may not be an artistic masterpiece, but it should meet your commercial expectations. That'd be enough for me. You artists always aim to carve your names into art annals, no matter the cost. Too bad those who actually succeed are as rare as the winners of the Holy Grail War. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the efforts you've put in apart from cold hard cash? The memories of former heroic spirits are also worthy compensation. Memories of a flop director like Grady? Do enlighten me. What worth do those hold? His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond compare. He had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance, only to be reduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of Penacony of his times, a most ridiculous clown, and a most genuine hero. How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now I'm more curious about you, sir. You spent so much money only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like Grady? A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure. In that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave. Alright, it's your turn, Miss Asna. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that? Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear. I'll watch you take your last breath, even if I know it won't actually kill you. Goodbye, Penacony's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you. I wish you were already dead. Now that's a heartfelt confession, Asna. I do hope your wish comes true one day. At the same time, aboard the express, here we go, Pom Pom. Pom Pom 1. Far from the heat of battle, the servant summoned under the rider class stays on the sidelines from the very beginning. As a rider, he once built an unsinkable little ship named the Compass. Wait, what? As a rider, he was once a nameless who rode the stars aboard the Interstellar Express. Centuries have passed, now as a heroic spirit, the young man finally returns. Misha! I was about to say, the Compass sounds familiar. And yeah, it's Misha. So, okay. In a way, the watchmaker got summoned. But, yeah, it's through Pom Pom. The young man finally returns to the place he once worked tirelessly. An old friend awaits him here. March 7 is always bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a rating pistol, and it only gave Pom Pom a single point. Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom Pom's ever encountered, but please don't ever tell her that to her face. Is it worse than tea from Granholm's hometown? 100 times worse. I'd like to have a try. I just realized now this is kind of sad. Because, like, this Misha, is also like the watchmaker too. And yeah, like the story said, like, he's kind of like back here. And like, Pom Pom, I'm guessing met the watchmaker too. So it's also like a reunion here. And now he's about to fade away. Man. Anne, Trailblazer is always dragging March 7 into trouble. Pom Pom had such high hopes for Dan Heng, but even he started to follow along now. You passengers are all the same, Mikhail. You're spacing out again. What's going through that head of yours? Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again. Will you be returning to the express? Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express. I'm sure the conductor's future will never be lonely. Holy Grail War is coming to an end, and the wandering souls must return to rest. I need to go back to Penacony. Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom Pom will always be here, waiting for your return. It's a deal then, conductor. The next time the express stops at Penacony, please sound a horn for me. Rosalina and Tiernan, if you can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you. It's a promise. Dang. I gotta say, that's probably like the best and, you know, the most like emotionally impactful scene in this whole thing. I feel like in a way that's supposed to be with Miss Note. But I feel like, you know, with the constant like humorous dialogue, it did kind of like take away like any emotion. I feel like that took me back to the Penacony, like the Penacony storyline. Wow. I really thought that was like probably the best scene, and it's not even like related that much to the Fate collab. It's more like the Penacony main quest. Wow. Gather your thoughts to the present. If there really is a chance to fulfill a wish, what would yours be, Trailblazer? Make a silent wish. You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud. That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail War orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. Oh, really? So is this related for the story then? Maybe. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend through the stars. Mr. Odie and IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it. What about my appearance fee? As Mr. Adventuring guessed, Odie simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming even before the Holy Grail War was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude. So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail War. Too crude? No. Crude's good. There's something inside the Holy Grail. I think this is a note for you, Trailblazer. Mr. Coldfeet. Hey brother, since you all looked pretty busy, I've headed out with Hook. Oh, is this Sampo? Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip. By the way, aren't you curious what that old Sampo's wish to the Holy Grail was? Wow, so did he make a wish already? I'm indeed curious. I knew it, bro. You were still thinking about old Sampo, and I won't lie, the audience is waiting for it too. Alright folks, the show's over, but if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be happy, joyful, free, and have their every desire fulfilled. Wow, that was it. Okay. Okay, and that was it really for the entire story of the Fate collab. So like, what if I try to go to the event page right now? I'm just wondering what it would say. Oh, there's a check mark on it. Yeah, there's also this over here too. I mean, I do want to see what this is. I guess I'll just unlock it. I just want to experience everything that there is. Oh, Lancer. So is this the after story? Hey, it's been a while. The girl said that you're now the owner of the Holy Grail. That old shorty Odie sure knows how to do business. He only decides to pass the problem off as a favor when the Holy Grail stop granting wishes or summoning heroic spirits. Isn't that just like stealing the jewels from a treasure chest and tossing out the empty broken box? Why haven't you disappeared? Who knows? It's probably the result of some excess magical energy and the battle continuation ability. After everyone else vanished, I was the one left behind. Wow. Seems like I won't be heading back to the Throne of Heroes anytime soon. I'll consider these extra life hours as a gift of mercy from the Holy Grail. Who are you again? Lancer. Sure, we've had some not so great memories, but we fought together too. Doesn't that count for something? Forgetting me so easily is rather rude. Is the Holy Grail completely useless now? Theoretically, yes, the Holy Grail's form remains, but its core has merged with the nature of this dream world, what you call Memoria. But that's Scrulium. I'm not sure what tricks he pulled, but he somehow extracted part of the ritual and turned it into a special simulation device. I have to admit, this world has some truly incredible mages. Layman's terms, please? Anyway, the modified Holy Grail still carries the original competition's logic, along with the lingering data of the Penaconian 12 hours. As long as you connect, it's hard to get used to the modern terminology. Anyway, as long as you connect to the Holy Grail, you can relive the Penaconian Holy Grail War in this dream bubble. According to him, it will fill the simulation data of the past riders using the user's memory as the medium. You may meet many old friends in the Holy Grail, but I'm honestly not interested. The Heroes Arena in Valhalla? Not ready to visit there just yet. I suppose it might fit me more than the peaceful Elysian fields. Anyway, I delivered Mr. Scrulim's message. It's time to waste the rest of my days outside. As for the rest, go and take a look for yourself. You know, I just realized when you mentioned Valhalla, like, I kind of wish I saw some, some Norse, some Norse people, like Norse heroic spirits, or even like Viking heroic spirits, but that didn't work. That didn't show up in the show, I think. At least, from what I've seen. Mister, I'm glad to see you again. This will be a thought experiment worth commemorating. Tap here to enter the Holy Grail War. I'll provide the basic guidance. Select your characters to enter combat. Oh. The system will automatically enhance characters that do not meet the standards. In Fate's Day and Nights, characters' levels, like count levels, traces, and relics can be enhanced if requirements are met. When a character's level is below what is required by the current equilibrium level, it will be raised to a level that is compatible with the current equilibrium level. Raised to that level. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're really trying to level things out, it seems. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so pretty much they will raise it to what would be balanced. I mean, yeah, for me, I just want to use you, and then where's my archer? There you are. And then I can use some trial characters if I want to. Let's go and try to be actually powerful here. Isn't this guy also he's also a healer, right? Oh, we got Sparkle here too. I do want Sparkle. I at least want one healer. I want to see what he's like. I just haven't, played with that much, so I just want to see what he's like. There's even a preset lineup too. Oh, that's mine. Oh yeah, so I haven't showed you guys what I was working on. I was gonna show you guys this after the whole main story. But yeah, I made these teams for fun. Mainly for fun. I do want to, pretty much if I were to have a meta team right now, it would be this Penacony team, but switch out Misha with maybe Ruan Mei, and that's pretty much my best team right now. Right now, I'm still working on Archer because I feel he's so good, but right now I don't know if I have the best units for him right now, at least from when I looked up. But yeah, dude, I feel it's kind of cool because I saw, I thought about maybe separating Saber and Archer here. Even though I did make a team for them, this Holy Grail War team. But I thought, you know what, they kind of match up with Bronya and Sela. So I thought, you know what, I'll make Saber as a silver main guard, and then Archer as a wildfire guy. I feel like it does kind of match up in that way with, you know, the wind and quantum. I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's my, you know, my fun role-playing team in a way. Even though, you know, Saber and Archer, they don't really fit in with the lore. I just thought they still kind of match in a way too. But yeah, we're gonna be using, you know, pretty much like what I chose here. Yeah, let's go start the battle here. So what is this like? Oh, welcome to the Holy Grail War. There are 8 participants in this simulated Holy Grail War. This is your opponent this round. Please try to defeat them. A most unexpected reunion. We meet again, my beautiful friend. Oh, they got his zone too. Oh, so he's a master. And then those are his servants. Okay. Okay, so it's just a pretty much a battle royale. Like it's like a tournament type thing. You know, just like the Holy Grail War. Okay, so I guess as this goes, I can give my thoughts on the story here. Hints. There are limited cycles in the Holy Grail battles. You need to defeat the enemies before all the action cycles are over. This is the remaining number of enemies that must be defeated. Yeah, so as for my thoughts on the story here, I'm kind of like mixed on it. I think, you know, the idea and concept of it is very good and interesting. I do think the execution is very mixed for me. I think it was very good at the start, but then, you know, there were some worries like, you know, it's already happened, so we know, like, you know, just seeing the Trailblazer and Robin at the beginning, seeing that, you know, it was already done, it kind of like made it feel like it wasn't that, you know, we kind of like expect the ending in a way since they seem to be around. Wait, we done that first battle there. Oh wow, the HP went down. Logic, you have obtained victory. After winning, damage will be dealt to the opponents. Defeating all enemies before the action cycle ends to achieve victory in battle. Achieving victory in battle will deal damage to opponents. If all enemies are not defeated before the action cycles end, it'll be considered a battle failure. Battle failure will cause you to take damage. Well, that's not kind of fair. That's not fair. You know, I wish they had their own, like, you know, like a playable character team. You know, like with us here. Kinda wish they had, you know, those characters instead of like the actual enemies. When it reaches 0, they are defeated and leave the war. Do your best to survive. Okay. Wow. Yeah, some deal 60, some deal 50. What the heck? After each cycle in the battle, you will enter the store and we will purchase pieces with combat buffs. Okay. These store coins are the necessary resources you have to spend to purchase pieces. You recommend that piece. When entering battle, they increase damage dealt to by ally targets by 30% for 1 turn. Okay. Purchase the piece. I guess for now, I'll just go to the next step. I don't know what's the best one right now. Yeah, so I thought, you know what? The beginning of the story was good. There was some worries with, like, you know, just seeing how the whole thing already happened. And that's their buff, it seems. So yeah, you know, the whole Holy Grail War already happened. We were, like, looking back in our memories and stuff. Like, we know that the Trailblazer and Robin are safe, in a way. Nothing, like, really drastic happened to them. But then also, like, a lot of the masters are friends with each other, so there really wasn't much of a, like, a battle royale. It seems like everyone was just friends. And yeah, I do think with that, I kind of wish there was more, like, you know, people going against each other instead of, like, everyone just being, like, friends and stuff. Like, yeah, I do wish it was more like battling against each other. But yeah, I would say the start, I would say it's more good than bad, in my opinion. But then since ever since we entered the whole silent film thing, that was like so bad. I mean, here's the thing. I think as a comedic thing, it's good. It's kind of funny, but I do think it kind of like overstayed its welcome. I think it was a bit too long. It should have been like a lot shorter. It's just I felt like the whole thing kind of felt really slow. I think they had some funny parts in there, but I think that's also like another big part that I kind of like dislike is the whole like, you know, the tone. It does feel like it's trying to go for more like comedy instead of like the mostly serious tone of the Fate stuff. Let's go and do this one. Okay. When you purchase identical pieces, it increases the piece's XP. And what does that do? When it's full, their tier increases, providing stronger combat effects. Okay. So wait, these two are the same. There we go. So that's tier 2. That will increase the speed. Restore HP though sounds kind of good. Oh, I just realized we have so much coins, so we can just buy everything if you can. The same types pieces you have, the stronger the bond effect. Activates that. Okay. Okay, interesting. I'll just confirm it. There we go. I know we can refresh, but I just, you know, want to keep on going. So yeah, our class right now is Rider. Like that's our, I guess our servant type right now. Which is kind of weird, because we have like multiple servants, if you were to count the our party. Or I guess they're Rider, but I'm player. It kind of sounds weird. Anyways. Yeah, I think this game mode is kind of cool. But yeah, ever since the whole silent film thing, I think that's when it started to go downhill for me. I do think, you know, it did have its funny moments and stuff, but I think it did overstay its welcome, and, you know, I'd rather have the more serious tone of like the Holy Grail War. And also, you know, over time, I do wish there was more like of a Battle Royale type feel to it. Which we kind of got with Aventurine. You know, one thing I will say, you know, there's like that one wild card with Aventurine. You know, he could betray us and stuff, which he did. But yeah, just having that feeling that everyone is friends with the Masters, like, it did kind of like make me feel like there was really only one bad guy, and that is this one over here, Scott. Like, I guess Scott and Old Odie and stuff. Wow, that's the Holy Grail stuff? Look at that effect. Oh yeah, we might lose here, man, because these guys are kind of annoying. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, the biggest antagonist so far has been like, you know, Scott and Grady. But even with them, they kind of felt like jokes. Like, you know, you don't really take them seriously, in my opinion. I feel like the Old Odie felt more, you know, dangerous, even like missed notes. Which I guess, you know, makes sense. You know, they see them for later on, you know, the bigger antagonist for later on. But yeah, I felt like it was a bit too jokey. And also, like, way too drawn out with the whole silent film stuff. I do think it's starting to get better again, you know, since we did the whole, what was it called? Yeah, I'm just gonna purchase everything, man. I don't care. I just want to, you know, keep on going, and, you know, talk about my thoughts and stuff. But yeah, what else can I say? Yeah, I do think the story got better. It still had its, like, you know, its jokey moments and stuff. I thought the whole dream thing was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know, I mean, going to the end, man, it did feel kind of like overall, just underwhelming. Like, for a big collab like this, I don't know, it didn't feel anything that, like, special. I do think the pacing of the story was really good, though. You know, if I were to compare it to, like, the Penacony main story. Like, yeah, like, the Penacony main story, man, the cutscenes, like, they take forever. But this one here, at least, even though there's, like, a lot of cutscenes at a time, we just keep on, you know, going, you know, to the next part, like, faster, I would say, to the next topic faster. Activate the Archer Bond to project the Noble Phantasm Mystic Node. The Noble Phantasm Mystic Code can provide buffs. I'm guessing the bottom part is like the is like the Cliff Notes version. Increase damage, have more stacks increased by 3. Or true damage. I kind of like the true damage. Let's go with that. Oh, what the heck? Another phase with this guy? Yeah, I thought the story overall, it did feel kind of underwhelming. I think there was too much, you know, of the casual joking stuff and less serious stuff. And yeah, that's like kind of like what I associate Fate with, is the more serious kind, the more serious tone. And also more, you know, like Battle Royale and less Alliance. Like, I feel like in this story, like, this was probably the biggest alliance in the Holy Grail War. I guess that's if you don't count that one, I forgot what it was called, like, Fate, like, Atraxia or something like that, where there was, like, 2 teams for the Holy Grail War. Let's go in, I guess we'll do this. We'll just amplify. Sounds kind of good. There we go. Next. And start. Alright, so where did I leave off? I actually don't remember at all. But yeah, I think overall, it just felt underwhelming. I felt like it could have been bigger. But yeah, it felt very tame, man. Like, I don't think it is... It kind of feels like Carnival Phantasm, but it didn't feel maybe as jokey as Carnival Phantasm, in my opinion. Like, I feel like this game was more serious than Carnival Phantasm, but it does remind me of, like, that feeling of it. True damage. But yeah, like, like, everything just didn't feel dangerous, you know? I feel like there were so many signs of it, you know, feeling safe for this Holy Grail War. Not like a lot of, like, deaths and stuff. Even at the end, like, we still saw, like, Grady and Miss Note, like, have their happy ending. Pretty much, like, everyone had their happy ending, in a way. Or, like, a, you know, no one had a bad ending, in my opinion. I think really the most emotional part, or like the best part, hey, we won. If the Trailblazers' performance rating at the end is higher than 5, they'll be considered a pass, otherwise a failure. Oh, cool. And we just keep on continuing to challenge over here. Simulated Holy Grail fully unlocked. You can start the official Holy Grail War. Okay. And there's some points over here. Oh. I also need to do some pulls as well. What is this? Is this like a battle pass? Oh, this is like the time-limited stuff. I see. And then, yeah, we can just keep on going. Then what does that do? Oh. I'll just keep on going, I guess. I guess we'll do one more. Yeah, we'll do one more round of this whole thing. I'm just gonna like, you know, spam it as I go through. That's their unique skill. After they win, they will steal one opponent's affixes. Yeah, I guess I'll spend the rest of the video in this Holy Grail War, this simulated Holy Grail War. What else can I just realized, is it only these two? Wait, what? Did I not choose my party correctly? Oh shoot. Maybe I should finalize. I don't think I chose my party correctly here. Whoopsies. I thought we were gonna go to the party screen first. I saw only like Saber and Archer, but yeah, I didn't see anyone else there. Shoot, I think I kind of messed up. Give up and finalize. Yeah, it's fine. I'll reset my progress. I don't care. Maybe I didn't choose my party. Maybe that's why. Oh yeah, here we go. I should have chosen my party members here. Oh no, there's no I could use my own. Well, if I want to be safe about it, I do want to use Japard and Gallagher. I feel like that would ensure my survival. Where the heck is Gallagher, by the way? Yeah, these are all my characters. I never noticed like how much I had. There we go. Okay, now we should be a lot better now. At least I hope so. Yeah, overall, story-wise, definitely felt kind of like underwhelming. I feel like it's one of those things where like I could have, you know, I could have lived without experiencing the story here. I didn't feel like this story was needed at all for me to enjoy this collab. I do think when it comes to the characters themselves, the playable characters, I feel like that is like way better than the story in general, like the content wise. Cause yeah, dude, like I think Archer and Saber, like they just feel pretty good to play as. And yeah, like I said before with Archer, I guess my only little small like critique with him is that the way he looks really skinny. I think mainly with his face, but maybe his body too. I remember Archer in the anime just looking a bit more like bigger in my opinion, like less thin. Like bigger muscles, I guess. That bigger feeling to his body. I think Saber looks amazing though. I think Saber looks on point. And man, I wish Lancer, man. I wish he was playable. He really could have been like a 4-star. I feel like that would have been really good, in my opinion. At the same time though, I did wonder if like, you know, if we were to get him for... Yeah, if we were not to get... If we were to get Lancer, I'm just wondering if we won't be able to get Archer for free. Because, you know, getting a collab character is easier, maybe. Like, you know, it's like another easy way maybe to get a 4-star Lancer. And yeah, I would assume Lancer would be a 4-star. If they were to like, you know, balance things out. I think having 3 5-stars would be a bit too much. Yeah, we'd love to see a playable Lancer. You know what? I just realized they missed out on doing skins, man. We have Clara, which, you know, one of you guys told me like way back in the day that Clara was based on Ilya and Berserker. That would have been an amazing skin. I think I even talked about that too, like back in the day when they first talked about the collab. Like I would love to see like a skin. I thought maybe they would at least do skins for Clara, but I guess not. And yeah, like when I first thought about this whole collab, I really wasn't sure like what they were going to do. If like maybe it was just skins. But no, they're their own character, man. Like Archer and Saber as playable characters. That's so cool. And they feel so much to play as. So much fun to play as. Yeah, I think gameplay-wise, when it comes to these characters, that's probably the best part of this whole collab. Oh look, I think we failed there. Yeah, probably the best part of this collab. I think everything else though, with the story and stuff, I just feel like I could have lived without it. Like it didn't really feel needed. Oh, this one is permanent though. Let me do this. Some assassin. There we go. Yeah, we'll just keep on going until we can't anymore. I think after this, if we do like lose early, I'll definitely do some pulls to see if I can get Saber's light cone. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on going with that. You know, with this collab being like multiple updates long, like I do hope, you know, they do give out some like free Star Rail passes too, just so that I can use them on the Saber light cone. And I do hope I'm able to get it, man. Because like, you know, I never went for the weapon banner at all in these Hoyo games because they have that chance to like not get the light cone. And that's what worries me, is like, you know, after spending all that, I still don't get the light cone at all. So yeah, like my next one is gonna be you know, not, I guess whatever it was with the chances. Like I don't think it's it's not a 50-50, right? I think it's something else. Yeah, I think we're about to lose here because we're not like fast enough to take down these guys. I can see like the zero timer over there, and yeah, we were just not able to take down these guys fast enough. Yep, there we go, 0 cycles. I kind of wish the gameplay was a bit more like. You know what? I think I don't have enough time for me to keep on going on. I do want to do some pulls right now before we end this video, just to see if I can get it. But it's fine if I don't get it. Okay. Yeah, I think I might do like one more video though after this, where I guess we'll see. But I do want to do that one thing with the simulated universe thing, where there's that one divergent universe. I do want to do that. Alright, let's see if we try to get her light cone. Yeah, we'll see if I do that, and then afterwards, like I do want to make the next video like, you know, the last one for a while. Because I, you know, after playing so much of this in the past couple of weeks, this game, I do want to take a little break. Okay. Did we get it? Nope. Got Luca. Oh wait, hold on, we don't even have enough. Oh yeah, by the way, do we have anything here? Oh, we got 32. Yeah, why not? Let's go and see, man. No? Got Xingyun. Okay. Oh, I think this is a 5-star. At least we got a 5-star here. Who do we get? Let's see who we get. At least for the standard banner, we got a 5-star. Oh, it's a light cone. 40 of it. Nice. I do like that. Another Don Hung. I think we can skip now. Okay. Well, yeah, we got a light cone, which I'm fine with. I do want some more light cones, because I don't really get like the, you know, the weapons in the Hoyo games that much, except for like Xenozone Zero. Apparently, I do get a lot of that. Yeah, let me go exchange. I guess we'll use all of it. Here we go. Let's go and see. Let's continue, man, until we run out. Nope. Keep on going. Nope. 3 more to go. Nope. Okay, last one. And then that's it. Dang, dude. I wonder how far I am right now. Until I get my next one. Anyways, yeah, I think I'll just maybe like do that on my own time and stuff, trying to get that light cone. Yeah, I might possibly do like one more video. If not, then yeah, I guess this will be it. I'll be taking a break because, you know, I've been playing this whole thing for way too much. But yeah, we'll see if recording that Divergent Universe is like, you know, something worth doing. I'm not too sure if it is or not, but yeah, I guess we'll see once I do that. Anyway, guys, yeah, that is it for my Fate collab. It's been a long time coming, but now I'm done with it. And yeah, you know, I do hope they do a better job in the future because I think overall it did feel kind of underwhelming. I think really the best part of this is just a playable Archer and Saber, and they feel really good to play as, but the whole story stuff and all that, it did feel very underwhelming. There were some good moments, but I feel like I didn't really need to experience that story. It felt... I really didn't feel like I really needed to. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good